Okay, so question 8.11 was saying a plant that was purchased on 1 July 2005 at a cost of 900,000, a residual value is nil, the useful life is 4 years. Then you're given a fair value out to fair value color, it's on the 3rd of 30 June 2006, 825,000. Then lesibili ingomhla 30 June 2007, 400,000. So this company, Greenpeace Limited, uses any revaluation model and are using a net replacement value method or net method. So required one goods and prepare journal entries sugela 2006 kuya kubani kuya ku-2007. So i-financial period yale company iqala ngomhla ka-1 July iphele ngomhla ka-30 June. Remember mawuzosebenza nge-fair value yokuqala kumele wenze sure ukuthi wenza izinto izu-4 step follow. So as I'm saying ukuthi unyaka noma i-financial period yale company iqala ngomhla ka-1 July iphele ngo-30 June. Shuthi unyaka wokuqala uqala ngomhla ka-1 July 2005 uphele ngomhla ka-30 June 2006. Owesibili uqala ngomhla ka-1 July 2006 uphele ngomhla ka-30 June 2007. Senzeni-ke ama-journal entries. Sithenga i-assets ngomhla ka-1 July 20x5. Saqala unyaka sithenga i-assets. Remember masithenga i-assets we debit i-assets lethu and credits ubank because sithengile. So plant is an asset and ubank. Assets are increasing, then bank it's decreasing because it's taking assets. So taking a malini, 900,000. Then your remuneration will be the acquisition of an asset, the acquisition of plant or purchase of plant. It's up to you. So remember, if a value is given at the end of the year, remember unyaka wethu uqala ngomhla ka-1 July 20x5 uphela ngo-30 June 20x6. If a value sinikeziwe siyinikezwe nini at the end of the year, angithi shuthi sizoqala sibale ini i-depreciation before si-check ukuthi senze i-revaluation surplus noma i-revaluation expense. So the following journal entry will be i-depreciation. Malini depreciation at the end of 30 June 20x6.
125,000.
Uthole kanjani?
900,000 divided by useful life.
Malini?
220.
Okay, then you credit the accumulated depreciation with the same amount. So in narration yakho la again izothini depreciation for the year. The depreciation yakho le. The reason why siqale ngokubala depreciation before si-revaluate assets ingoba if a value sinikezwe at the end of the year. Okay, then remember ukuthi ama-steps are 4. Uqale set off the-accumulated depreciation before revaluation angithi. So in this case ngoba leli assets lethu sokuthenge this year asinayo accumulated depreciation, shuthi angeke size siqale ngokusetha off before si-revaluate assets. So now sesifuna uku-revaluate assets ke manje. How much is our carrying amount for 20x5?
$675.
Uthole kanjani?
Cost minus depreciation.
and our fair value is 825. If the carrying amount in running the fair value inkulu sibanani? Sibanani?
Revaluation surplus.
How much is our revaluation surplus?
150,000.
Revaluation surplus is credited. Our revaluation surplus is 150,000. Yini enye sizoyenza ngo-20x5? What is missing? Bathini kwi-question?
That you must transfer.
We should transfer revaluation surplus as the asset is used. And baphinde ba-add bathi it is transferred on an annual basis. So uma bethi it is transferred on an annual basis, basho ukuthi unyaka nonyaka wena kumele utransfer. Mabethi as the asset is used, mina ngikuthatha njengento efanayo. Because vele mabethi as the asset is used, isho ukuthi njalo thina ngonyaka ngoba sisuke silisebenzise assets lethu, kumele transfer a portion of revaluation surplus to retained earnings. I-transfer kanjani? Usebenzisa remaining useful life. So in this case, scenario revaluation surplus. Remember, guys, revaluation surplus is a transfer ngonyaka. Uma kuwukuthi siphinde saba nayo revaluation surplus mawukuthi it's not the first year. So in this case, it's nayo revaluation surplus. Kumele transfer a portion. We transfer using the remaining useful life. La narration yakho izothi revaluation of plant. Sithole i-revaluation surplus 150. So now sekumele si-transfer yona le revaluation surplus to retained earnings. How much is it transfer? How many years are remaining between X5?
So for
How much are we transferring?
37,500.
Then you credit or retained earnings.
Sorry ukuphazamisa Thembelana. Ngicela ukubuza ukuthi uthole kanjani lo why is divided ngo-4 la revaluation surplus?
Okay, guys, remember ukuthi must transfer revaluation surplus, you transfer using a remaining useful life. Mabethe the asset is used. Ngaxolisa, yebo. We understand. Si transfer kanje, si divide with remaining useful life. Uma kuwukuthi kuthiwe as the asset is used. Khona omunye onombuzo. Okay, the narration yakho la uzokuchaza ukuthi okay, you are transferring a revaluation surplus to retained earnings. We are kuqala ukuthi batheni, if they told you ukuthi in this activity bathena this company transfers the revaluation surplus to retained earnings as the assets is used. Baphinde bathi on an annual basis. Ngase ngithi mina lento le iyafana. If it's annual basis, basho ukuthi wena make sure ukuthi unyaka nonyaka uyatransfer only if unayo i-revaluation surplus ngalowo nyaka. If bethi the assets is used, the assets usebenzisa unyaka nonyaka angithi. So whenever uba ne-revaluation surplus, kumele utransfer a portion. Siyi-transfer kanjani standard, divide ngani ye-remaining useful life. I hope uyaphenduleka. Okay, so ngo-20x5 ikhona into esele ekumele siyenze noma sesingadlulela komunye unyaka. Remember guys, i-depreciation siyibala at the end of the year. Noma sesi-revaluate futhi sobe si-revaluate at the end of the year. Shuthi la kumele kube ne-date 30 June 2006. I-depreciation, i-revaluation of an asset, the sales will be transfer of i-revaluation surplus. Sisahambisana. Okay, then we move to 1 July 2006, which is unyaka omusha ozophela ngo-30 June 2007. Yini esizoqala ngayo?
We set off a depreciation.
Siset off accumulated depreciation. Angithi siset off if revaluate. So we are given a fair value at the end of the year. If we're given the fair value at the end of the year, yini esiqala ngayo?
Depreciation.
So we have to calculate the depreciation yango 20x6. Siyibala kanjani?
So sebenzisa ini fair value.
The value last year will be 825. Then divide by all remaining years angithi.
Yeah.
Kuma
275.
yeah. Then emva kokuthi ke sesibalile depreciation, sesiyahamba ke siyo-revaluate assets lethu. But before to revaluate assets, you must first set off accumulated depreciation. How much is our accumulated depreciation? How much?
Yeah,
Remember, this is depreciation, 275,000. Depreciation le this year, lonyaka esikona. Thina sifuna in accumulated, which is ama depreciation are previous years. I-assets lethu sikuthenge ngo-20x5 shuthi lisadlulela unyaka awodwa. How much is our accumulated depreciation?
25.
225. I hope sisahambisana. So now sesiyahamba ke siyo-revaluate. Remember, whenever you're working with the second fair value, usuzoconsider izinto ey'ntathu angithi. You need historical carrying amount, you need the actual carrying amount, as well as your fair value. Okay, so sidinga ama-historical carrying amounts. Imalini historical carrying amount ngo-20x6.
675.
Okay, asiqale siwaveze kuqala. Sithola kanjani? Sizothi cost 900 minus i-depreciation ya 225,000. Sithole 675 minus omunye 225. Sithole 450 minus 225. Sithole 225. So now ama-historical carrying amounts ethu. Ayokuqala lena. Eyesibili le. Siqalene noku-revaluate assets. Siqale ngobani?
At the end of the previous year.
Siqale last year uku-revaluate assets and imuphi unyaka loyo unyaka ophele ngo-2006. Remember ukuthi ngithena maso-determine ama-historical carrying amounts yakho. I-historical carrying amount yokuqala kuzobe i-historical carrying amount yangonyaka esaqala ngawo uku-revaluate. Ngisho kanjalo. So the first historical carrying amount is 675,000. This is the carrying amount, the historical carrying amount ngo-20x6. Unyaka ngithi uphela ngo-30 June 20x6 shuthi le eyango-2006. Then the following historical carrying amount eyangonyaka ophele nini ngo-20x7. Siyabona guys. Shuthi our historical carrying amount ngo-2007 because lo nyaka mase si-evaluate kuzobe seku-30 June 2007. Okay, let me indicate. Okay, so ngisekupheleni konyaka la sisi-evaluate khona, and our historical carrying amount is 450,000. Then our actual carrying amount izobe malini ngo-20x7. Guys, how much is our actual carrying amount? You 550, guys. Angithi last year sibali depreciation. Not last year, but this year. Sibali depreciation sathola ukuthi 275,000. Angithi shoots our actual carrying amount, it's 825 minus 275. Ngiyabona. Our actual carrying amount is 550. Then our fair value sinikezwe bani for 400,000. Khona onombuzo ngaphambi kokuthi ngiqhubeke.
Historical cost.
Okay, izolo ngithena if usufuna ukudetermine historical carrying amount uzofika uwabhale njengoba ngiwabhalile nami. Remember historical carrying amount ama-carrying amount for account depreciation, and they were saying depreciation ayishintshi since it's a straight line method. The cost price is 900 less 225 kuze kufike ku-0 kahle kahle. So if first historical carrying amount ubani u-675,000 elandelayo u-450,000 then eyokugcina u-225,000. So ngase ngithini mina? Ngase ngithi if usufuna ukudetermine i-historical carrying amount yakho, le yokuqala in this case you-675,000 kuba i-historical carrying amount yangonyaka owaqala ngawo uku-revaluate assets. Siqale nini uku-revaluate assets? Siqale last year ngonyaka ka-2006. Ingakho ngithena u-675,000 i-historical carrying amount yango-20x6. Then yango-20x7 kuzoba u-450,000. Kuyenzeka sometimes uthole ukuthi assets sithenge ngo-2001 but size sa-revaluate ngo-20x2. Ube kuthole le assets bese kuthenge ngo-20x1 but sa-revaluate ngo-20x2. I-historical carrying amount yango-20x2 bekuzoba u-675,000 bekungeke kube u-450. Ngobani? We always take the first historical carrying amount sithi i-carrying amount yangonyaka esaqala ngawo revaluate. Kahle kahle benza kanjalo even though ungazi ukuthi why. Angazi noma uyaphenduleka yini. Yes. Khona omunye onembuzo. Lapha ngisema ufika la historical carrying amount the actual carrying amount ne-fair value yakho. You start by comparing your HCA with your ACA, then you compare your HCA with your fair value, then you compare your ACA ne-fair value. Remember ngithe i-difference ya ACA no-fair value i-difference okumele uyifake kwi-asset odila nayo ngaso sonke isikhathi. It can be debited or credited. So planned it's either yamdebita noma yamcredit. So izinto ey'possible ukuthi uyithole la. Ungayithola i-revaluation surplus reversal ezohamba ne-revaluation expense and kumele ku-appear-ishe ka-debit side. Uplant wakhe ubeka credit side. Usangayithola i-revaluation surplus ezohamba ne-revaluation income. Khona kumele kube on a credit side. So if kukanjalo kuzoba on a credit side, then uplant wakhe uzoba ka-debit side. Ngase ngithi awukwazi ukuba ne-revaluation income ungakaze ube nayo i-revaluation expense before. So in this case, by comparing your ACA no HCA, u-ACA mkhulu kuno HCA shuthi sinani?
Revaluation surplus reversal.
We have revaluation surplus reversal yamalini. The difference between ACA and HCA you 100,000. Then what else do we have? Kumele kube on a debit side. Supposed to be i-revaluation expense because kuhambisana koyi-2. I-revaluation expense, remember, yenzeka if i-carrying amount inkulu kune-fair value. So you're using your historical carrying amount. Historical carrying amount you 450, the fair value 400,000. Should this revaluation expense of 50,000. Then you credit or plant the difference between ACA no bani no fair value you 150,000. Angazi noma ukhona yini nombuzo. Class. So that was all. Oh, asqaqed. Oh yes, siqedile. So send a link for ama questions nokuthi siqedile kahle. Question because this is on